Welcome to the Dawg Chug. Ed, it's great to see you, but we've got a happy birthday greeting. Roger, happy birthday!
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ed. Thanks for making my birthday great again. Andy, thank you, man, for wishing me happy birthday. And thank you for celebrating it with me tonight. I'm honored. I'm my two great friends, partners and friends. And I'm just happy to be here. And thank you. I made it to 57.
Who the fuck would have thought you'd make it to 57? I mean, when
nobody.
Chance in hell.
There's nobody. I'll tell you, I was at a funeral earlier this week, and there's a lot of people there who figured they'd have been at mine 20 years ago. It's a neighborhood funeral. So, yeah, I made it.
That's great that you made it. You're obviously as sharp as you were even in advanced middle age. You did a podcast on Sunday. It was great. You were solo. Can you explain what happened there?
All right. James came to me in the middle of the week with an idea. Hey, let's go live instead of 8 p.m. And we'll just Manning cast the whole game and just bullshit, have people on. I was like, great plan. We'll start working on it. He started working on it. And then he had some issues that came up. And then with his heart, he had some personal things he had to take up. He had to cancel. Sunday was his birthday too, but he's still going. Anyway, he canceled. Zach was in. Chuck was in. They were in. Then Zach's electricity goes out and he's not in. And then he's back in. And I was like, all right, I'll go live. He's getting ready to join me. And then nobody joined me. And I was there for 40 minutes. And I put my notes in one of the streams. And then when I went live, I was in the wrong stream. So I had none of my notes. I had nothing, Andy, nothing. All I had was some of my notes in my phone notes, which forget my phone notes. I can't even read those.
When you get nervous, do you typically talk for 15 minutes about Dave's Hot Chicken, or was it just a one-time thing?
I wasn't nervous. It was frustration. I wasn't nervous. We do this every Wednesday, for 5 years. It was like nobody was here. I was expecting them to walk into my door and they were late. So it's just my frustration was mounted because I didn't have no material because it was all on another stream. And here's the thing. I'm like, Ed and Andy are watching this. They're in their private DM laughing their asses off at me. And these pricks won't join me and bail me out. And that's what I thought the whole time, that you two were in your chat. We all got our private, we talk amongst ourselves and together and everything. And I figured you two were watching and laughing your asses off and left me out there to burn. That's what I figured.
I can promise you, Roger, it was as painful for me watching as it was apparently for you trying to work a podcast by yourself when you don't have your notes.
Oh, man, I'm coming back.
So much talk about chicken. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what's up with the chicken?
It just kept going. And then
they got me for $60 that day, so it was prevalent. Let me tell you.
We heard about the price. You talked a lot about the price. Then he kept saying, I think Zach and Chuck are ready to join. Hold on. And then there'd be 20 seconds of dead air. And then he'd be like, I guess not.
At one point, I thought I saw Chuck pop in. And it was out of the corner of my eye. And I was like, where you at, Chuck? And he's not. Chuck never popped in.
Was that the part of the show where you're like, thank God?
It was bad, man. It was bad. And I was like, I'm hammering through this. And you know what? I was ready to close up shop, and Zach sent me a text that said, I'm back, I'm in. And then he never showed up. And that's when that was it.
Well, you know that we love you because we both watched, which, I mean, anyone out there, I implore you to give that a shot. See how long you can last. Ed, how long did you last?
I gave the old 5 minutes and about 16 seconds. That's funny.
All right, well, that's the over under. Everyone, please go to the Dawg Chug Network YouTube channel. Go find it.
Okay.
It's, Sunday Night Guardians episode 3, and see if you can make it more than 5 minutes and 16 seconds. It'll be fun.
Try it, and then come back this week and watch. I'm going solo again. I'm going out there, and I'm going to kick ass because I'm going to have my notes and we'll do another stream, and I'm going to bring it home. We're going to talk baseball.
You instantly reached out. Please delete that. And I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm deleting that. But really, it's because I want to see the improvement, a year in, how much better you've got. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
And that'll make you feel really good. So we have to keep it out there for.
Oh, I knew you weren't going to delete it. I was joking when I said it. I knew the last thing on this planet you were going to do is delete that. I knew as I was recording it that it was going to be, a whole dog chug about it. So, you know what, man? When we're doing this, I don't know about you, but I forget we're live because we're both, you know what I mean? I forget that I'm live. I forget that nobody was watching, but possibly people could be watching. Like here, I know people are watching, but I forget we're live. We just
we're definitely live. All the stupid shit we say is getting out there. And speaking of stupid shit, it is time for Dawg Chug voicemail. So for everyone out there, please continue sending audio clips to dawgchugpod@gmail.com. We'll get them out at the top of the show, just like we're doing right now. We have some excellent voicemails today. So without further ado, let's hit them. Yo, I just sat through Roger's entire Sunday Night Guardians stream, and I'm pretty sure I had a stroke. Doctors said a brain can only hear the word and so many times before it just shuts down. Dude spent like 5 minutes rambling about some random chicken spot, going on and on about how it was pretty good, but kind of pricey, Like we were all dying to hear his full tasting notes. I felt my soul trying to leave my body. Roger, if Trump really wanted to take out Iran, all he'd have to do is blast that podcast over loudspeakers. Under an hour and the whole country would just surrender and we'd have the Strait of Hormuz wide open. Never solo again, bud. I'm in the hospital right now and they said my boredom coma is medically fascinating. Delete that shit.
Hello, this is
That's
Forrest.
one of my
Forrest
biggest fans.
I just wanted
Oh, wait, let's let Forrest start
to
again.
say I noticed last week.
Yeah.
Let's, oh shit. Wait, let me do the beep again.
Hello, this is Forrest Gump. I just wanted to say I noticed last week that Ed was really happy about, wait a minute, what's that? Hold on. Give me an A. Give me an I. Give me a D. Give me an S. What's that spell? That spells AIDS. That's where Jenny died from. I'm sorry. I love.
Hello, this is Block C, the official inclusive logo of your Cleveland Guardians. A couple weeks ago, I heard my predecessor, who shall not be named because that would be problematic, call in and trash me. So I'm here to set the record straight. I am clearly the superior mascot. That's why I've rolled out several exciting new initiatives to make the progressive field experience safer and more welcoming for everyone. From now on, booing is banned, even if it's at a White Sox fan. Anyone that boos will be permanently ejected and sent to mandatory sensitivity training. Beer is also gone. It's toxic and promotes aggression. We'll now be serving only oat milk lattes and daily affirmations. No more loud cheering either. It can be triggering. We're replacing the entire stadium sound system with lo-fi beats and gentle rain sounds. After every inning, players are required to participate in a group hug with the opposing team. And we're officially renaming the 7th inning stretch to the mandatory group therapy break. This is progress, folks. Let's all just vibe safely. Go Guardians inclusively.
Yeah. Listen, I saw the way you advertised on that Dawg Chug Twitter channel. And I got to tell you, I'm not happy that you ain't talking about all them voicemails. Now, I think I got something to say to Roger. And Roger, I need you to sit down and I need you to shut up if you're going to listen to what I have to say. You best be understanding and respecting how much the voicemails matter. God damn it, Roger.
Wow.
This is Dave from Dave's Hot Chicken. Ever since Roger did his solo Sunday Night Guardians podcast at 8 p.m., our sales have exploded. People keep rolling in saying That angry Michigan fan who kept trying to bring on guests that never showed up made me starving. I need that chicken now. Congrats, Roger. Dawg Chug Network is now our official podcast sponsor. You guys are going to get free chicken for life, your own Rogers Ramble heat level. That's the one that punches you right in the mouth and leaves you pissed off and yelling at strangers. And every time you say the word we're donating $1 to the Please Never Let Roger Solo Podcast Again fund. Thanks, buddy. You talk slow, but damn, you talk delicious.
Wow. That's a wonderful podcast today. Roger, you're out there giving guys.
That is huge.
Oh, my God. That Block C, though, I don't know. I think we need to go back to the Chief.
Speaking of the Chief, you know why, as I look at Chief Wahoo on Roger's computer right there, why Chief Wahoo is still smiling? Because the podcast is called Sunday Night Guardians instead of Sunday Night Indians. And that's why Chief Wahoo can still continue to smile.
Wow.
You know.
Good observation, Ed. All right, before we move forward with the show, Lysandra's here. She worked through her computer issues. So, Lysandra, welcome back to the Dawg Chug.
Hi. That was hell trying to get on here. So I better have a good time. No.
Real hell. Try listening to Roger's podcast from Sunday night.
Don't do it. I almost texted you. You almost got dragged on. You were close to getting dragged on.
I was passed out, probably drunk or
It was
something.
Sunday night. I said she ain't answering.
Probably not.
No, I wanted to get James. I was thinking because for his gig, because what I was going to text you for is to see if James is doing anything.
I know he knows football. I just need to fucking football, baseball. Yes. Mm-hmm.
One of these days, Ed, Lysandra, we should all do like a live viewing party on like a Saturday night where we watch it and just comment on all of the amazing baseball takes Roger's spitting out there. Let's do it. That'd be a lot.
Okay, all right. Well,
I don't know. That would be like a whole like Roger rant.
Wow. All right. Ed, we did some voicemails. Now I'm going to turn the show over to you as you're going to drive us into make it better.
Let's drive. All right. Well, like I said, we have the hottest new segment, the Dawg Chug voicemails. Get those out. Get them hot. Get them fresh. And like the chicken that's now sponsoring us. We'll bring it in.
Read some logos.
Yeah. But we do like to start the show, but we're not starting at the show anymore. But we do like to start my segments out with a little breaking news. This is Ed in Columbus with your Dawg Chug. Breaking news. The Columbus Blue Jackets went 2-8-1 down the stretch and missed the playoffs. 2-8-1 is not that bad. Just ask Hugh Jackson. The WNBA had their draft, meaning more rich lesbians. Hey, ladies, just watch out for the flying green dildos. And finally, I was honored at Grove City High School today for my back-to-back district qualifying, but the highlight of the night was hanging with my parents and getting Arby's. That's right. In Grove, Kentucky, that's a fine meal. And if you got beef with that, give it to me, please. It's got to be better than Arby's. We got the meats. And this is Ed in Columbus with your Dawg Chug. Breaking news.
Wow.
Congratulations, Ed.
I'm
With
chugging.
the backhand. Did you have a nasty backhand?
Yes, honestly, I'm a lefty like Jimmy
Right.
Connors and John McEnroe.
I'm a lefty. Yeah.
But I hit like a baseball right-handed, so my backhand was pretty lethal. Yeah.
My backhand was pretty good.
Breaking news: Candy Corn Guy did not get the memo that you are officially living in Cleveland.
Really?
Lysandra, he said that he's going to be in
Give
Denver.
him an address. You shouldn't have said Andy. You should have gave him an address.
Wow. I know.
Also,
You should have just sent him on a goose chase in Denver.
we told we encouraged everyone obviously to send in their audio clips. Candy Corn Guy sent us an email.
I have it, Andy.
Roger, could you read this? You have the better announcer voice. Roger, our good friend Candy Corn Guy sent you a message. Next, in the future, you could read it, audio clip it, and send it in, but email's just fine. Ed, please.
Okay, this
Who's
is from
reading it,
Candy
Ed?
Corn Guy.
Yeah.
All right, he says, "Hey, you old son of a happy birthday, bitch! Don't forget, Michigan football cheated. When does your Shooty Hoops team's title get its asterisk? Did you have to drop for your parole officer today? Or do you do that tomorrow morning? How drunk are you? I heard you were so bad at plumbing, you got kicked out of mime school. Do you dream of copper, galvanized steel, PVC, and prison sex? Or are those just pipe dreams?
Ooh.
How many gay plumbers does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just you, and you use your asshole. What's a plumber's favorite vegetable? Joe Biden.
Oh.
How do you make a plumber cry? Kill his family. Hopefully you laughed at these terrible jokes. If not, just check your underwear. Your penis looks like a baby marsupial. Happy birthday, you filthy animal.
Wow.
Wow.
Candy corn
guy. We did a number together, I think, in Mansfield.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome. That's good. There's a prison there. Didn't they do Shawshank in Mansfield or somewhere around there?
Yeah, that's what they.
Yeah.
I was in J dorm mode. Right.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's good.
And please, nobody kill Roger's family. It's the family is what tethers Roger down so that he does this podcast. Without this, he'd go back to his life of crime, and we'd lose him very quickly.
Yeah, there'd be a lot more. I'm sorry. Somebody say something.
And then would miss Sunday Night Guardians, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, they stream from jail now, though. You can get internet. That wouldn't stop me.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I do want to
They
give a
you
shout out.
internet time now. They want you to be creative there. So
Yeah, they
that wouldn't
do.
stop me.
I am rocking the Grove City tennis shirt. This is what I wore, Andy, back in 1997, 1998 at the district qualifying tournaments in Hilliard, Ohio. Shout out to Grove City. They did it right. As you saw in the picture, I will be forever young as I'm put on the banner with the district qualifiers. So I want to shout out to Grove City. My family was there. And usually I go to my son's events and, always celebrating him. But it was nice the old man got a little love today. So shout out to my family and my mom and dad, obviously, for being there. So that was good stuff. Andy, now we always like to do a top 10. And I promised last week, I said, I'm a little bit too negative about Cleveland. I need to change it up a little bit. So I'm trying to be a little bit nicer to the land. And I think I have been a little bit, and I will be tonight. Tonight's top 10 are the top 10 reasons why being a Cleveland sports fan is never boring. Top 10 reasons why being a Cleveland sports fan is never boring. Number 10, always going to be some sort of heartbreak. But that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. It means you're living, right? Number 9, I don't know about this one. Even when you have 2 black quarterbacks, you can still be called a racist, right?
That's true.
Number 8,
That's positive.
Cleveland sports cuck the loudest. Yeah, there's something right there. Number 7, no one gets drunker than Cleveland fans at games. Can you blame them? Number 6, who wants to win all the time like Boston? That's boring. Number 5, because when you finally do win, it's like divine intervention miracles. 3-1, bitches. Nice. Number 4, having a kick-ass baseball team wouldn't be the same without fans fighting about DNs, guard or in. Number 3, no one hates their players more than Clevelanders. Wow, number 2, the Dawg Chug, 9:30 p.m. Wednesdays. We keep it never boring. And the number 1 reason why being a Cleveland sports fan is never boring is next year is always our year, and that's tonight's top 10.
Wow. Hey, good job. That was positive.
Positive, right, Andy?
I'm fired up.
Lysandra, is next year going to be our year?
Always.
Yeah, see?
It's always our year.
A true Clevelander. You can barely tell you have the stink of Denver on you from before. Good job.
Oh, they're delusional out there too. Although they have a better team, but
they kind of win out there.
I know. I'm like, although they got a better team right now, but that's just neither here nor there. We'll pretend that they suck.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Well, maybe we'll get a Caps Nuggets finals.
How are you doing, Lysandra? It feels like it's been maybe a month since you've been on. Any new developments in your life? Anything interesting going on?
Just mom life. That's about it. Nothing exciting. Watching sports in between,
Are you glad to be home?
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm excited for the summer, the spring, going to the draft with Lana. So that's going to be fun.
Oh man.
How about like James is from Denver, right?
No, he was a
I mean, he's
military brat.
Cleveland, right?
What? Oh, he never knew anything about Cleveland or anything. Like
So how about him and the kid? How do they like Parma or Cleveland and the whole West Side deal?
Everybody is adjusting really well. He really likes it out
Cool.
here. The kids are doing really well. They're doing about 1,000 sports at a time and all that. So, adjusting
Parma's
to,
a good, yeah.
yeah, it's not bad. I really like it. I'm close to everything.
Parma's
And
a good, yeah.
it's
When
quiet.
you guys are in Pittsburgh, I'm sure you're going to be getting a lot of great content for Bougie Sports. But if you would like to, you should maybe do like one little rated R segment where you can get a little racy with the language that you could do for the Dawg Chug. We'd appreciate it.
But I'm probably going to be racy the whole time.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come up with some offensive questions that you can ask.
Andy, what do you think she is? Sunday Night Guardians? I mean, come on.
That is a good point.
Okay. All right.
You can say,
I know
whatever you want on Sunday Night Guardians.
I don't know. Maybe, how about you guys like DM me your questions
We'll
and then
come up with some questions, and then you can ask maybe some Steeler fans. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
They'll be very appropriate.
Yeah. Ask them about Forrest always mentions. Ask them how they love celebrating just mediocrity when they all have AIDS. How's that? Ask them that. That's
I'm not trying to get my ass kicked while I'm out there. I'm just trying to ask, fun, friendly questions here, Ed.
They'll be great questions. You don't worry about it.
It's just going to be me and Lana. I mean, it's not like we're very imposing large people.
Anyway, we'll move it along. Ed, we got a lot of great bits prepared. Why don't we start one of those and have some?
We do. Shout out to my man Phil. Phil, he loves the white women. He loves I don't know. I'm sorry, Phil.
Where are the white women at?
I don't know. I could have wore a wig tonight, or I don't know, Phil. I don't know what to
do.
Yeah, we'll get into our a spit sip chug, our staple game segment of the Dawg Chug. It's a statement. Don't question my statement. I will say a statement. If you heavily agree with that statement, you'll chug. If you hate it, you'll spit. If you're kind of lukewarm, you'll sip. It's Roger's birthday. Are we letting Roger sip tonight?
Negative.
Damn.
Not on my birthday. Wow. Denied. I'm drinking this Rally Drum lime water. So Great Lakes came out with a participation trophy beer for those people to drink. It's good, but it don't taste like any alcohol's in it.
Roger, I love you, and it's your birthday, and I appreciate that. But the show's better when you can't sip. So I'm all about the show.
I appreciate that too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we will start with the lovely Lysandra tonight with the first statement. And since she is our NBA expert, we'll start off with the Cavaliers. Yeah. That statement being the Cavs will sweep the Raptors.
I'm going to spit on that. And I don't want to do loogies on my basement floor like Andy. So I don't see the Cavaliers sweeping the Raptors. Kenny does a lot of rotations on his roster, and I just don't see a lot of consistent play. I mean, the Cavs, when they're on, they're great, but for example, Max Strus is a kind of streaky. Evan Mobley's been kind of up and down a little bit here and there. I mean, he has his great games, but I feel like in order for the Cavs to be successful in the playoffs, I think that Kenny needs to kind of narrow down the roster and give the Cavs more of an identity. I believe he's had more roster combinations than any other coach right now in the NBA. And so without any sort of identity, I don't see any sort of consistency. And without consistency, I don't see a sweep happening.
Okay. I will actually, I'm going to be a little bit different than my usual self. I'm going to fucking chug. All right.
Ooh. But it's not.
A gentleman's sweep is 4-1, but I'm just saying that. But no, I think this Cavs team. Look, I don't like Toronto. I don't like what they did when we played them one of the years when they left us on the tarmac and we had to go through customs and they were kind of fucking us around and stuff like that. And, Canada, you've had a tough year. I mean, you lost in women's hockey. You lost in men's hockey. You lost in even the Paralympics hockey. So you're not having a good year. And then the USA kicked your ass in baseball as well. And I'd like for that to continue with a nice, good old-fashioned Cleveland, Ohio, USA kick-ass of the 51st state Canada. And, you guys are going to have a rough year, and it's going to start Saturday when nobody's watching because the game's on some streaming network because nobody even wants to watch this game, I guess, because we're going to kick your ass, Andy.
I'm a big believer in this Cavs team, and I think the additions they brought in have really been the difference maker. And I think they were really building to get to this point, and I think you're going to see a little bit more urgency. But having said that, this is just a gritty team. They're not a team that dominates you consistently. They're a team that knows they can win when they need to, and they are going to beat the Raptors, but they are not going to sweep them. So I'm spitting.
Birthday boy Roger.
Man, there's it's the players run league. There's no money in sweeping, but in the first round in the NBA playoffs, there's a lot of sweeps. At least two, per season. The other thing, what do they play? 2, 3? How many games? How do they do it now? I lose track.
I think
1-1-1.
Yeah, 2-2-1-1-1.
2-2-1-1-1. That's what I thought. I'm going to say yes because Canada has just been sucking at everything, and they suck. The Canadians suck. Even their syrup sucks. So they're going to continue to keep sucking like Canada does. So I got them sweeping. I'm going to chug on it.
Kind of like how Roger sucks cockwater.
Hey, it's got some protein in it.
Is
here.
it cockwater?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at that more than I should, but that was.
Now just make sure you laugh at one of Ed's jokes or he's going to get up.
All right, we'll go to the second statement. Andy, I don't know. How should I do this? Lysandra's wearing brown, so we'll go.
Here comes Big Jake with the LeBron.
Are you picking on me today or something, Ed?
No, you just happen to be wearing Browns, and I always say the Browns what ruins the show, but I'll start with the ruining myself here. The Browns are losers if they trade down in the draft. I'm going to chug on that one. Fuck it. I think they're losers regardless, but I'm chugging. Okay, all I hear is, okay, I think the biggest fucking losers are, look, I understand people want to do mock drafts, and that's fine, but the people that are always talking about draft 24/7, like it fucking matters. Nobody knows what they're going to do, and when they do something, nobody knows what they're going to do. And even people that work for like NFL Network and stuff, they don't know what they're going to do. But you got all these people on X and stuff like that wasting their time in their life, and I kind of feel bad for them. But they need to pick, and all I hear is this draft sucks, this draft sucks, this draft sucks. So let's accumulate more picks and then keep taking shittier players than you could take at 6. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now, if you get like a number 1 next year and another additional number 1 pick next year or something like that to go get Arch Manning, okay, fine. Okay, but if you're only going to accumulate more picks just to draft more shitty players in this shitty draft, that makes no sense. So, and number 6, don't be stupid. Take Cornell Tate. I don't want to hear that he's not, a number 1 or this or that. I mean, I don't know. If he's the best receiver or whoever is at number 6, whoever you think is the best receiver, just take the best receiver at number 6 and quit fucking and dicking around. Thank you. I know, Jake, I know you do, Jake. I know you do, but you're not as annoying as the others. I don't know why. Maybe it's, but you do it in a way that's kind of fun. I'm talking about the other cucks out there. So I don't know. If you're offended, I don't know, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like there's just some people that they wake up and it's like they got to push their narratives and everything like that. I think there's some people that actually do it in a more respectful way. And I think you do that, Jake. The rest of them, they drink cock water. Andy.
Good one, Ed. I know there's a lot of people frustrated with Andrew Berry, and perhaps they should be. Obviously, Deshaun Watson thing is a complete disaster. We're not where we want to be, but it's just annoying to hear people just automatically assume if we trade down, we suck and we're losers. And Roger's going to tell you why they're losers in a couple of minutes. It's going to be a long wind alert coming. But, here's the thing. Last year, we traded the opportunity to get Travis Hunter. And look at what we've got. We're going to get the pick 24, I believe, or whatever
Yeah.
that pick is. That seems to be a trade. I think most Browns fans would say that was a good one. It could be just as good this time. We need an offensive tackle, and they all seem pretty closely ranked. So, if the Browns don't love one of them substantially more, then of course they should trade down. Obviously, they could also draft wide receiver. But again, let the draft come to you. If they move down, we'll evaluate it, but I don't think it automatically makes them losers. I mean, they're going to be losers, but not because.
Right. Thank you, Andy. Thank you.
So I am going to spit again. And Jake, we would love you to come on and talk draft, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me get it right.
We'll do a draft show. DM me, Jake. Does Jake does draft? He talks draft?
Hell yeah.
I don't even pay attention to the draft. I'm going to chug. I'm going to spit on this. Everything Andy said. I've said it a million times. The biggest mistake they made in '99 was drafting Tim Couch. Nothing against Tim Couch. He probably would have had a great career somewhere. But you don't build from the outside in. I love Carnell Tate. If we had a quarterback to throw him the football and an offensive line to protect that quarterback and pieces, I'd be all in on a wide receiver, because when's the last wide receiver we picked? 2000, what? Corey Coleman, wasn't it? Yeah. See, I've been paying attention to that. So I would be all in on him. Buck, I don't give a shit where they went to school. He's a talented wide receiver. But I don't think you build from the outside in. This team, as long as the morons that are drafting and picking, and I don't want them to have any picks. I don't want to trade Myles Garrett and give them more picks to blow. You know what, man? They should just, draft an offensive guard at 6. Do that so you can't fuck anything up. I'm spitting and then chugging.
Happy birthday.
Where was this, Roger, on Sunday night Guardians?
I could do a whole hour on that.
See, you're talking
Get that man some chicken. Lysandra, what do you got? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and sip.
All right. They might be.
So I'm going to say that trading down doesn't automatically make us losers. And I think it's really dependent on what they decide they want to do at quarterback, which it's not really completely clear. But I figure if you're going to trade up, it's going to allow you to get more picks. And on the same breath, Ed, you're talking about stacking the roster with a bunch of shitty players. Yeah. You might find that diamond in the rough. And so it allows us to be able to grab a couple wide receivers or maybe a couple of offensive linemen to be able to make those choices. That's what training camp is for. So, I don't see anything wrong with us trying to fill in the gaps in the places that we really need the help.
And we need a lot of help. We need a lot everywhere. I guess my thing is just finding the diamond in the rough. And, I don't know. All I keep hearing is that, it's not a good draft, especially even the offensive tackles are always stretches. And that's why you trade down and things like that. If we're going to just accumulate more mediocre players, I'd rather just suck and get them there. I don't know. I guess I just want to get us to a higher level.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but the Browns have had both sides of the spectrum. Let's go all in on this guy, and then they end up being a bust. We all know that story. Yeah. And so it's I'd rather take my chances with a pool of players rather than go all in on some dude that might screw us over in the long run. We don't want to Bo Callahan. We want to build our roster from the foundation up, and we want to do it the right way. And it might be that we have to actually trade up and get more picks so that we can have a better pool to pick from in order to build that foundation.
Yeah, and I hear you. I guess what kind of is driving my thinking right now is that whole Caden Proctor thing. I keep seeing that, they're going to trade down to try to get Caden Proctor because they like him, but they don't want to take him at 6 because they think that's too high, but they want to take him at 12. And the whole it's a Caden Proctor factor that he's from Alabama. He reminds me of it's the whole Jed Wills thing from Alabama, and the fact that he fluctuates with weight, and he's just I don't know. I think that because if it wasn't a Caden Proctor factor, I would say trade down, but I think because they want to trade down just because of him, and that's what scares me. That's kind of where my mindset is. So to everybody out there, especially Jake out there, that he likes to do mock draft. That's where my frustration comes from, is this whole Caden Proctor bullshit that I keep hearing. So full disclosure, I like to be full disclosure on the Dawg Chug. Hey,
Thank you for sharing, Edward.
Thank you for listening. Thanks.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Well, Ed, to respond to that, just whatever analysis brought you to Carson Schlesinger and Mason Graham, keep doing that. If you identify players and you know where you can get them, then go get them at the right spots.
God damn, Jake's all over it. Big Jake's all over it.
Let's see here.
DM me, Big Jake. You're up next.
See, I'm with Jake. You see, the fuck no, I'm Proctor. And the problem is, like, I think the analytics, people in Berea, oh my gosh, he's this, he's that. They're so hung up on analytics. He plays like crap. He played like shit last year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Mason Graham and Schlesinger were not analytical picks. They were just good football players. And again, keep doing whatever you're doing. Don't change a thing.
Production matters.
You can move down from 6 and get the guy you want. Why not do it that way?
No, I agree. I just think they're going to trade down and get Proctor. That's what I'm
Don't
scared.
Trade down and get Proctor.
That's fine. Then I'm cool with it. then I'm actually cool with it. So that's where I come at. All right. Well, that was speed. The Browns always ruin things. I told you, Sandra, they always ruin things. We'll get this thing going again. You know what? Let's go TMZ route. We'll start with Andy on this one. Oh, hey, now. Was that a birthday? Never mind.
That was about coming on the Dawg Chug. Jake, we'd love to have you.
Okay. All right. Well, Andy.
Jake's on next week. Jake, you're on next week, 9:30. Done deal.
Obviously, the Diana Rossini thing and the Mike Vrabel thing has been a big thing. We'll go TMZ route. Andy, Diana Rossini, obviously, she resigned from The Athletic and all that fun stuff. But now, should Mike Vrabel make a statement?
Well, is that a
statement? Mike Vrabel should make a statement.
All right. Yeah. Look, the head coach involved in this scandal, equally, if the adultery thing, as big a piece of shit is Rossini. Let's not mix hairs here. I mean, they both were pretty disgusting human beings for what they did. But talking professionally, the reporter cannot be banging one of the head coaches, because it kills her objectivity. And why the hell am I reading you? And you're not whatever. It makes me. She can't do that as a reporter. Head coach, of course, he can do that. He did nothing wrong. If anything, he can get his own statement out there when he needs it. Good for him, until she gets pissed at him, and then that's gonna get weird. But anyway, the point is, whether he made a dumb mistake or not, who cares? At the end of the day, his job is under no threat or urgency or anything. He should just stay the fuck out of the limelight until we get to training camp, and then he should make like a 2-sentence statement, at his first press conference, and then just ignore it completely. Good for him. So I'm going to spit on this one.
Just disgusting, Andy. Roger.
I am chugging.
Yeah. I don't know if that's good, right?
That Buckeye should come out and lay his soul out to everyone and bear it all, and just no, man, no. He's you know what, man? This happens every day, everywhere, and it's not in the news. You know what I mean? Like them dumb people that got caught at the concert. That blew up.
The Coldplay concert.
But you got to be smarter. I don't know, man. Just people are shitty, man. They both have families. They both have kids. It's an ugly situation. Should he no, just get uglier. There's nothing he can say other than lie. Do you want him to come out and lie? Because that's all he'd do if he made a statement. So, I mean, if here's the thing, man, if your significant others don't know about you being in the hot tub together, then you're fucking doing something wrong. You know what I mean? There's nothing he can say. There's no.
Well, maybe
you
the
know,
cold tub was full.
It's like Clark Griswold. There was the waitress. She was
Yeah.
the waitress. She was
Right.
bringing cocktails. The fuck out. There's nothing he can say other than lie. So why fucking lie?
Sorry, real quick. If he is going to make a statement, just announce that you bought your wife a $5 million ring like Kobe did.
Right. There you go.
Lysandra.
Oh man, this is so touchy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I know.
And say,
No, I'm gonna sip because it could go both ways.
Oh, did it?
I don't think she should have said anything.
Yeah. No, I think that this particular situation can go both ways. A lot of people see it from the side of Rossini getting a lot more flack from it because she's female. I mean, there's the whole aspect of it that she's a reporter, and it, you know, her credibility is going to be questioned now because of this, and so I could see why she stepped down. So, and then on the other side of it, it takes two, and it seems as though she's gotten a little more scrutiny from this than he has, even though he was also involved, and it's almost like he's absolved of it because he's the coach and the Patriots have a different standard to things. And so it's very touchy. I would say if he cares about her, maybe make a statement. But he can just lay low too, like Andy said, and just kind of let that blow over, because honestly, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Like, there's all kinds of stuff going around on Twitter about Rossini making comments about how much her husband sucks. So maybe they have an open relationship.
He's average.
Yeah. So maybe they have an open relationship.
Yeah.
We don't know, you know? So we can't really jump to that conclusion. And that whole Coldplay couple, they were already separated and everything. I mean, yeah, that was all wrong, but we don't know what's going on. So definitely a sip on that, because it can go both ways and we don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Fair enough.
Nicely said. And I'll keep it short and sweet. And I am actually going to chug on this.
Whoa.
Mike Vrabel should come out.
You're cucking for Mike Vrabel now?
Mike Vrabel should come out and say this, Andy. He should say this verbatim. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Rossini. That's all he needs to say. Moving on.
Dude.
Thank you.
Really, Ed?
Really? Really? Yeah, we're moving on to statement number 4. We're moving on. All right. We'll start with
wife.
yeah.
All right.
We'll start with Roger this time.
Oh.
I think the Guardians are proving they are a 500 ball club. We'll start with Sunday Night Guardians.
I'm chugging on this. I'm chugging.
Oh no.
They're proving they're a 500 ball club on the road. There, I fixed it for you, Ed. They're a 500 road club. Come on, man. It's April. It's April 15th. Tax Day. Ronald McDonald's birthday. Lincoln died. The Titanic sunk. And it's my birthday. And it's only April. It's only April. They're a 500 ball club. You can't tell that from, the second road trip of the season. But I mean what I say. They're a 500 road ball club this year. Don't get nervous, Ed. You were right. They're contenders. Don't get nervous.
Okay. La Sandra.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spit on that.
Okay.
Because as Roger said, it is. Well, let me spit first.
You're so cute.
That spit wins a chuggy. That's a chuggy nominated spit right there.
Oh my god. I spit on that because it is early in the season and the inconsistencies are going to happen and there's going to be dips and valleys throughout the season. I could see what Roger said about them maybe struggling on the road. Most teams do, but I think it's too early for us to be able to tell that they're just simply a 500 team. So,
But
spitting on
500
that.
on the road in baseball, you want to go 500 on the road. That's all you should go on the road. That's all you need to do on the road is go 500, but you better win at home. So they're a 500 road club. Good teams are 500 on the road. So they'll be fine.
I am going to spit, but I don't want to spit because I just want to sip. I'm not about this. I just really, actually, literally, my body wants to sip this Mountain Dew because it's really, really good. Shout out to Mountain Dew if you want to sponsor us. Ohio is actually the number one consumer when it comes to buying and purchasing Mountain Dew. So shout out to us in Ohio. But I'm actually spitting. Look at who the Cleveland Guardians have played. They played the Dodgers, the Cubs, and thanks, Andy. They played a hard schedule. I don't know. Kate Smith blowing a save and all this fun stuff. I don't know. I think they're above 500. They're 10-9. They're above 500. And like to Roger's point, check it out Sunday night, Guardians 8 p.m. on the Dawg Chug Network. Good stuff. I'm gonna concur with him and say that on the road. But yeah, they're gonna be above 500. They're gonna be the American League champions this year, and
yes,
that's what's going to happen. And that means they're 500. Yes. That means everybody else is not. So, too bad. Andy.
Yeah, I mean, if this team could get through this gauntlet of a month and be around 500, which they currently are, then they're a playoff team. Not to mention, this team is going to develop. In theory, they have a lot of young players that need at bats. They're going to get better. They're making, some defensive errors and mistakes. They're going to clean up. Like this team, everything is in front of them. So I think the fact that they've put themselves in position to lose a couple games and still be, I think we're still above 500, right?
Yeah, 10-9.
Then anyone complaining about the Guardians is probably trading down in the draft like that loser Andrew Berry, because the Guardians are fine. They're exactly where they need to be. I love this season so far. I cannot wait for it to continue. Sign me up for more Guardians.
Andy, a little follow-up. How do you think Chuck's doing right now?
He's probably hyperventilating in the back of his Toyota Camry.
Yeah. Well, Chuck, if you're out there, Chuck, let us know that you're alive still. We worry about you. It's only because I could say it's because we love you, but actually we just like you on the show because you're kind of funny and But last couple times, Chuck, I ain't gonna lie. When you act this whole straight and narrow, kind of boring. We kind of, so maybe the Guardians being in a little bit of this turmoil might be better for the show. Chuck, come on anytime.
I know fucked up Chuck shows up on Sunday night. I know that much.
Yeah.
Chuck is getting some.
Hey now. Yeah.
And Chuck's getting some that night. He's forgiven.
Yeah. That actually
if anybody needed some, it's Chuck.
Conclude Spit Sip Chuck, but Andy, I came up with a little something. I don't know how I exactly wanted to do it, but I wanted to, because it's tax day. It is tax day out there, so kind of a little bit to Spit Sip Chug here. I'm gonna throw this out there. There's three teams obviously in Cleveland. You got the Guardians, the Cavaliers, and the Browns, obviously. Okay, and you can either, we're gonna do this with three of them. I'm gonna say which you're gonna do. You either which team would you tax, which team would you tariff, and which team would you just blow up like it's some Iranian missile launch pad? Okay, so I
feel like you had two clever lines and you didn't have the third, so you just blow up. Okay, so tax means what?
And you I guess when it comes down, tax is like not as bad as a tariff, and then blowing up. So tax would be the one that you hate the least, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, who are we starting with?
We'll start with Roger.
And sorry, are we basing this on current results or just
however you want to do it? Is fine.
Fair enough.
Well, Ed, you know who? It's easy for me. I'll tax the Guardians, Indians, Guardians, Cleveland baseball. I'm taxing them, just because that they, as much as I love them, as much as I believe in the way they built this baseball team, they got to spend some money. Look at the bullpen right now, man. The bullpen I'm a little worried about. Pitching shouldn't be this far behind and getting beat up by April batting like this. So little worried, so I'm taxing them to get some help and take care of the bullpen and short up. Terrifying is me to Cavs just because I hate the NBA today. I hate it. I hate what they've done to the NBA. Everything about it stinks. These guys are running around with the ball like fourth graders. It's just horrible. So I'm going to tariff that just because I love Foots Walker because he like patted me on the head one day on the way back into the locker room in Richfield. And then I'm bunker blasting fucking Berea and Brook Park. I'm dropping those bunker blasters down there. I'm blowing that whole area to smithereens. I hope somebody don't come knocking on my door later. I don't have any bunker busters here. But I'm just the whole thing I'm wiping off the map. All just 10. And you know what? I'm going, and then I'm going to send some. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be the most beautiful thing ever. I'm going to send some of them beautiful bombs over and take Tennessee out just for kicks. Just so
Knoxville.
The hell of it. Yeah, just because that's where he's from.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be beautiful.
Lysandra, I'll let you decide. Do you want to go or do you want Andy to go?
Let me just get this over with.
Fair enough.
I hate tax day, and that's just a whole other story that we're not going to get into.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna kind of align actually with what Roger has to say.
Rita. Oh.
What?
I don't know.
Rita taxes.
Oh, Rita. Yeah, the regional
Rita taxes. Regional income tax. Oh, I hate Rita.
He's echoing your disdain for tax season.
Yeah.
Fight the power. All right. So I'm going to tax the Guardians. Isn't that tax is the one that you like the most, right? So
yes.
Yeah, I'm going to tax the Guardians because I feel like they're like, I would have to say just in general, they're just like they're just a positive influence on the city. Like the people here just love them. And we have a player in Ramirez that loves to be here and wants to be here. And I think that's like a really bright spot. And then there's the Cavs that I think I will go ahead and tariff. And that as well, along with what Roger said, I'm pretty disappointed in what the NBA has turned into today. I long for the old days of the 90s, 80s and 90s NBA. And it's just a different type of game now. So I'm going to have to tariff the NBA. And then as much as I love my Browns, I'm just going to have to blow it all up. I mean, we do it every season anyway. So it's like every season is our year, but we're always blowing it up and making it our year. So why not just keep going with the status quo?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I want to be a pilot.
B-52, Roger coming. Andy, what do you got?
I'm going to go reverse.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I love all of my three teams, and it hurts my soul to have to nuke one of them. Yeah. But if I have to nuke one, I'm going to put a bunch of fucking huge bombs on that ugly Cybertruck of mine, and I'm going to drive it right into Huntington Bank Stadium, or whatever the fuck they call it these days, and just nuke the shit out of all of it.
Damn.
Everyone's going to die. We'll have to just completely start over like it's 1999. Hopefully we do a little better job with the dome.
Impact.
Yeah, I'm going to cry when it happens, but it's also going to be pretty cool to watch that building blow up. Factory of Sadness. I got to lose one, so that's the one I got to lose. I'm going to tariff the Cleveland Cavaliers because I love going to the Cavs games. They do such a good job. It's top-notch entertainment. The value's good. They just do an exceptional job. And I love where the Cavs are at right now. I legitimately think this could be the year that they get to the finals. I don't think they could beat the Thunder. I think Thunder is head and shoulders above where we're at. The problem with the Cavs is we can't really do much more to get better. Our guys have kind of tapped out in their development. And unless we just get completely lucky finding some, some gem. What did the Latin call himself? Jesus Christ. I'm a little drunk guy. Sorry. It's the only way we're going to be able to like get the Cavs over the hump is if we just find something crazy, exceptional. Probably not going to happen. So the Guardians are the team, in my opinion, that can legitimately develop and win a championship. Roger thinks it's going to happen this year. Probably next year we're going to be locked out, but maybe after that, who knows? Probably not. But that's where I'm at. So I'm taxing the Cleveland Guardians. And hopefully they take that tax revenue and actually go buy a player.
God.
I love you guys' answers, but I'm gonna look at it as look, I am from Cleveland, Ohio, and I get a lot of people. They say Ed in Columbus, and thank God I'm in Columbus. They say, "Hey Ed, why do you always hate on Cleveland?" And I don't hate Cleveland. I actually love Cleveland. And you guys need revenue. You guys need revenue to fill your potholes in, to pay, I don't know, people pick up your trash, do all that fun stuff. Because basically your city's bankrupt and some could say it's a shithole. So here's what I'm doing. I am going to not tax or tariff the Guardians because they got no money. So I got to blow them the fuck up. Sorry. I love the blue seats. I love the fact that we have a chance to win a championship. I got to blow you the fuck up because you got no damn money, or at least you say you don't. And I'm not funding one of your kids' campaigns again, Matt Dolan. We're not doing it. You're only going to lose anyways. So here's the deal. So got to blow them up. I'm going to tear up the shit out of the Browns because Jimmy, you can say what you want, but Jimmy's got money, and he likes to pay. So I got to tear up the fuck out of that hillbilly from Knoxville. So, and then I got to tax Cleveland Cavaliers. Sorry, Dan. I got a tax you. I know you're in the second tier, the apron or whatever like that may be, and you may want to make some trades in the off season, maybe get Giannis or maybe bring LeBron back. But I got a tax you. Sorry, Dan. So that's why I'm doing that, Andy. And Guardians fans, sorry. And it hurts me the most because Progressive Field, beautiful stadium with beautiful blue seats. But I gotta blow you the fuck up because when the tax man or the tariff man comes around, Dolan says he got no money. And Jose Ramirez is like, yeah, man, I took all of it. And it's still not getting paid what I should. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And that will conclude tax day. Hey, yeah. Everybody out
Thank
there.
God that's
Good
over.
bit,
Fuck tax day.
Yeah.
Good bit, Ed.
Tax day.
You're giving Alessandra PS.
I'm gonna take a quarter of that bit and I'm gonna give it to people who don't do nothing.
There you go.
You were
that's a lot of
saying,
people.
Andy?
It's sit around and do nothing. I'm gonna give them your shit
I
for free.
said this bit was giving you PTSD.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It
Alessandra.
is. I'll have to tell you what happened to me. It was awful. I might as well just tell you. My kid's social security number was used on someone else's tax return.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah. So that's a whole hassle. I can't file electronically, so I had to go to the post office of all places.
where's
Like,
that
God
at?
forbid. I know.
All right.
God, I had to find this tiny little place in Parma next to the car wash and go in and mail my shit. So that's an inconvenience. I got to pay for the certified mail and all that. Anyway, that's PTSD for me. That was a whole hassle in itself. So I had to get that off my chest.
Well, Ed, shame on you for bringing her back to this.
I know. God damn it, Ed.
You even named the show
That's
after
okay, because we had candy corn.
Yeah.
Had me laughing like a 12-year-old boy here with the humor there.
Since it's Roger's birthday, we always like to have a rapid fire segment. Roger, I'm going to have you pick who gets rapid fire tonight, Andy or Lysandra?
Do you want to think about it?
Do Lysandra.
All right, Lysandra, you are going under rapid fire. You have 3 seconds to answer. Just answer the question. Don't be like Lana and say, I'm Italian and I'm going to talk. You ain't got to talk in Italian. Okay, so here we go. All right, are you ready?
Yes, I am
here we
ready.
It's favorite color?
Purple.
Did we really land on the moon?
No.
Can you change a tire?
No.
Favorite utensil?
Fork.
Do you tip generously?
Depends on the service.
Billy Joel or Elton John?
Elton John.
Favorite brand of toothpaste?
Crest.
Do you care about poor people?
Sometimes.
Are aliens on this planet?
Absolutely.
How many times have you been to Disney?
World once and land once. So twice.
And finally, how do you eat your steak?
I like it medium. I like it pink in the middle. I don't like it too well done. I don't like it too bloody. Like just enough blood.
All right. And you are off rapid fire. Yeah. Little fun
See,
tonight.
Andy
I
nailed it,
mixed
right?
it up, Andy.
Yeah.
I had a little fun tonight.
Yeah. Andy kept to the rules last week. That's why I didn't go with Andy. I wanted Lysandra to break all your rules. So great job, Lysandra.
You always pick the female over one of us.
Always. That's a rule.
The audience wants.
Juan says you're smart. Hey, Juan gone. I always like Juan. Like I said, every time I see his name pop up, I think of drugs. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Phil.
Jesus
you,
Christ. I'm going to drink.
Thank you. We all need to drink. Oh,
Well,
Andy.
Yeah.
I was invited to a draft party next week, and I think I'm going to actually accept your invitation officially now. Right now, I'm accepting.
Ed will officially be in for the Draft Challenge 2026, where you can earn. The trophies are too far away.
And
but
what is the first thing I do when I get to your house, Andy?
you go in the woods and you smoke up.
Before you see me walk in your house. How about that? No, what I usually do is Andy had it ready last year. He had a natter day ready for me. I had the beer funnel ready, and we went to business. That's what we do.
A beer funnel?
Oh yeah.
Do you do keg stands too?
Well,
No,
nobody
keg, but one of the things that your team can land on is you have to send a representative up from your team, and they have to be blindfolded and do a beer bong blindfolded. And if you get it right, you get to make 5 extra guesses for that pick. If you get if you complete the beer bong. If you spill a little bit, though, you might get docked some of those.
Damn, if I wasn't going to the draft, I would totally do that. Like, I can fuck up a keg stand. I can do that.
Next year, so just calm down over there.
just don't contract AIDS when you're in Pittsburgh, please.
We're staying in a nice clean hotel.
She's not going to Baltimore. It's not like she's going to be meeting Lamar Jackson. Come on.
I know, but
oh no, don't talk about him. I actually like him. I just don't like his team.
Andy, the Pittsburgh Steelers
Hep
tackle.
C. They don't have AIDS.
Yeah.
You actually have to have sex.
But Andy, unlike the Browns who can't tackle Lamar, the Steelers actually tackle Lamar. That's why I'm afraid they got AIDS. And see, that's where it spreads.
Fine, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, Ed, do we have anything else?
I could do an opposition position, but we're at 1 hour. We've killed all the stuff. We've had
How
a
about we
great
do
show.
a quick opposition position?
All right, that's fine. Fine. Okay. The question, the premise is the Cavs will make the finals. Who believes the Cavs will make the finals?
You let the Andy and Sandra, because I don't know anything about basketball.
All right. Lysandra, are the Cavs making the finals? All right. Then now you're gonna argue that they are going to
argue that they are.
Congratulations, Andy. You're gonna say they're not gonna make the finals. We'll start with you, Andy. The Cavs will not make the finals.
Okay, this is very simple. The Cavs have a lot of new players that we brought in. Harden, a guy that just continuously sucks when it comes to postseason play when the pressure's on.
Yeah.
They got these other guys. I don't remember their names because they're so insignificant. Here's the thing. The Cavs have a really good player, but do they have a great player? Do they have a player to complement him? Not really. Evan Mobley is not as good as he should be by now. Allen, he can't play the Boston Celtics and play at an epic level. He could play the shitty teams in the NBA and play at a great level. The problem is we're going to at some point have to go through Boston, and we will not get through Boston because they're just head and shoulders better than we are. Every Cavs fan knows it. Whenever we get to Boston, that's where the journey ends.
Yeah. All right. Nicely done, Andy. Lysandra, the Cavs will make the NBA Finals. Convince me.
All right. The Cavs will make the NBA Finals because of the amazing addition of James Harden to the lineup. He has sparked a fire in Jared Allen and has allowed for a half court game and a pick and roll game that has allowed like the whole lob thing to go through. And it's been really fun to watch the chemistry between Allen and Harden develop. And it has also allowed Donovan Mitchell to become more of a catch and shoot and a scoring threat and not so much trying to run the offense when we have Harden to kind of take the load off of him. And I feel like that will take them far into the playoffs. Evan Mobley will, with his play, if he can continue to play at a high level, I believe that he will be a contributing factor for them to be able to make it to the finals. Now, with that said, going into the finals, I feel like the Spurs are going to make it out of the West. And that's going to be very difficult to defend Wembanyama. But I feel like Kenny Atkinson's ability, now it can be a double-edged sword with his ability with his flexibility with his roster. While there's not an identity, the flexibility in having, how do I put this? Having flexibility in your roster when you're playing against a player like Wemby allows you to be able to optimize your play and be able to make it out of maybe a 7-game series. But it would have to be very consistent play, very disciplined play. And I think that Harden is going to have to be on top of his game. I think this is going to be his year. He hasn't had a very good rapport in the playoffs, but I think now that he has Mitchell and Allen and Mobley on his side and a very streaky Strus, I believe that he can pull it off and take the Cavs to the promised land.
There it is. There it is.
You convinced me now. Now I'm convinced they're going to win the finals.
Here we fucking go. I don't even know if they were going to get back to the conference final, but now I'm convinced. Andy, I wasn't buying any of it. I didn't buy any of it. I couldn't. I almost became a Celtics fan while you were talking. Lysandra, I'm in with you. You sold me. We're going to win the finals. Cavs are winning the finals.
There it is.
Lysandra,
yes.
Oh, I'm a new Ed, and I cannot say anything bad about Cleveland, Andy. Everything you said, I firmly agree with. But because I am so pro Cleveland, and Lysandra eloquently said why the Cavs will get it done, I got to give it to Lysandra tonight. Congratulations, Lysandra. You are the winner of opposition position.
Yay,
Lysandra. I hope you're right.
big honor.
Me too. I mean, that would be amazing.
I think we're absolutely getting to the finals this year. But you know, I had to play the card, you know.
It's not gonna be easy by any means.
No, NBA, it's hard.
But it's definitely possible.
No, wait, I'm going to game 2 on Monday. I'll be there. It's gonna be
that's a guaranteed loss. Everybody out there, sell your tickets.
This season I've been to 10 games, only saw 1 loss.
Oh, so you've turned it around, Andy. Congratulations.
Well, the Cavs turned it around. Whatever, I'm here for it.
Oh, wow, Andy. You know what? Like I always say, flip it around. You take us out of here tonight.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, this has been an excellent
I want to
show the Dawg Chug. Roger, we're going to.
I'm sorry. Are you going to go around the tip there?
What?
Here's
what I want to do. Roger,
go ahead.
It's your birthday. I think you should get the ultimate last thing to say. But before you do, I just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you all, how much I appreciate our viewers. You guys are the best. The comments energize me so much. I laughed so hard. I appreciate it. Lysandra, I hope you come on more often because we love when you make time for the Dawg Chug. Ed, you were fantastic today.
Thank you.
Even though I made Lysandra laugh really hard and you never did, but she chuckled.
I didn't see that happen.
So thank you guys for an excellent Dawg Chug. And Roger, talk us.
Wait. Before Roger goes, can I just say happy birthday and I love you? I just want to say I love you, Roger, and I hope you had the happiest of birthdays. I'm so glad I met you.
Cheers.
Oh, Sandra, thank you.
She's
Thank
legally
you. And
drunk.
Andy, I
Audience,
didn't
she's
mean to
legally
cut you
drunk.
off. What I wanted to do is I wanted to thank everybody today. A lot of people reached out, said happy birthday. I want to thank everyone that reached out. Well, Sandra, thank you so much for that. That was nicer than anything Ed or Andy said to me today. So that was awesome. Guys, thank you for sharing my birthday with me. Everybody, my boys took care of me. I got a new gardens, all kinds of the hats new, the shirts. I got all. They loaded me up. They gave Paul Dolan some money. Maybe he'll spend it at the trade deadline. Thank you all for making this a great birthday. My family took me out. The boys and mom took me out to dinner. It was a great birthday. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, we love you, Roger. And with that, drink them if you got them. Go Guards.
Go Guards. Happy
Go
birthday,
Guards.
Roger.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.